skipping the sugar ritual. Oh, let me see if I can line up the atrium top. Oh, that's pretty dang close. Come on now. You can do it, bro. Alright, a little this way. Whoa. Alright, is that on point or what? The music is stupid loud in here today. Oh, that is on freaking point. Let me rock it. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. That's me. Nah, it works better over here. Watch. Whoa, no way. I'm a simple man. Look at that. It's spinning in a circle. That's a trip. Wow. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, it's a T-Rex. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see if I can do it with my voice. Bro. Wait. Bro. Nah, I'm not gonna perpetrate a fraud. My voice isn't that powerful. Oh, that's cool though. Wow, it's actually spinning. That's a trip. Sound waves are powerful. That's why frickin' singing bowls are so healthy and healing. That's why listening to shit music is bad for your health. I'll tell you what, listen to some shit music, you're in trouble. Alright, let's get some of this steam. There's a new dude in there, and they're like, you take care of him, you take care of him. And we had to I had to walk him through the whole procedure. But he was cool. He's on the list now. Greased him up real good. He'll remember me next time. There's a few new people. And Haley is back also. I saw her when I was leaving last time we were here. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Hold on. Oh, can we still get the views? Yeah. Alright, let's slide this over this way. It's a bit messy. No sugar ritual. I'm going to show you in a minute some test results since I started this no sugar thing. It's like what the actual F, like make your head explode, what the actual F level made my head explode. Alright, let me fire up chat activities. I gotta keep talking, otherwise claims will ensue. Oh, we got a lot of shit to talk about today. Notify me? Well, I don't want to be notified. I don't want to be notified. I want to be live. Ooh, I didn't get hit with a... Wow, I didn't get hit with a commercial. That's freaking awesome. Alright. And let's get over to all message activities. Let me get everything caught up. Alright. Let's turn this around real quick. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Zap. Pow. Bang. What up? What's up, people? I so look forward to it. I've also been cutting back on my coffee a lot too. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So, shall we imbibe together? Let's get the spoon out of here. I've been learning how to enjoy coffee without like mad amounts of sugar in it. Well, some people say mad, but I'm off the sugar. That's good. It makes me smile, makes me grin. Makes me grin. It's 100. Well, it was 109 when I left, but I left a little early. It was 107. Well, 106.8 when I got out of the vehicle. And because the dude was still working on the shenanigans, it's like this much full. Like he gave me a cup first, and I'm just like, nah, that's not how we roll, bro. However, got like half a cup in there still, so I don't gotta go for the refill activities. That's Tony right there. One dude, he's like, oh, I used to work with him downtown, he's freaking awesome. I'm like, alright, let's put him through the paces. Okay, so we're here. It's friggin' awesome. It's hot. You guys are here. I hope tomorrow night is nice. Should I go out? I mean, I do want to go out. Maybe if we like perch in a couple places. Last night, or shall I say this morning when I got up, no, it was probably last night too, because I went to bed about 3 o'clock. And it was like, by these standards, it was cool out last night. I was like, holy shit, I could walk a freaking country mile right now. And this morning wasn't bad either. I got up like 8, I think it was. I got a solid 5 hours. I gotta work on the sleeps. I gotta get more of the sleeps. But my body's just like, if I sleep more than like 6 hours, I get a headache. Like I wake up with a sleep hangover. Yeah, my body just wakes up after 5 hours. I mean, I'd love to stay in bed all day, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. And you know what else is what it is? Me saying hello. Let's see, Val-Marie, Mary, Sony, Janice, Tom Mack, Thomas, Bodnar. I'm so bad with that last name. Bodnar. I'm feeling somewhat better today. You know, from the keto flu thing. All right, I'm gonna hold off on saying a lie. I do have to answer that because I love answering questions. I do feel now they freaking hit me with a commercial, bastards. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, all the judges. Oh, they're telling people to go like do stupid shit to Supreme Court justices in a commercial. Good looking out. I feel better today. I noticed something. I'm gonna show you some stats that I pulled off my my Apple Watch. You know, it said this morning, it said there's a new trend alert, and I was like, oh shit. But it was interesting. Wait till you see this. And it started on the exact day I started, you know, doing this cleanse, keto thing, whatever. I'm gonna be done. I'm just like, F it. I can't feel any more weird than I already do, so I'm cleansing everything. I'm doing my magnesium flush probably tomorrow night, which is like Roto-Rooter for your entire digestive system. I'm gonna do a ton of mullein, you know, extract to do a cleanse on my lungs. I got some extract of milk thistle, so I'm gonna do a cleanse on my freaking liver. I'm just gonna reset my whole body back to like factory settings. You know, sounds like a good idea, right? A few bananas to help out with tonight's film. Well, you got the coffee, brother. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Stephen. You are awesome. And I will continue the hellos. What I did notice today, well, okay, now I'm going to get back. Remind me, knock on the glass again, and I'll tell you what I found out. And I found out, see, just because it's a supplement and you can buy it over the counter, don't mean shit. I had an adverse reaction, and we're going to talk about that. So, where was I? Captain Lope, what's happening? Brother Kyle, everyone's here. Well, I like that light better. John B, looks like a big boom speaker. Activities, yeah, lack of sugar activities. No, I'm actually feeling pretty good. Angie, Tom Helm. No, it's a caffeine. Just one, caffeine. Francis, how are you? Shout out Delaware. I like when people put where they're from. Can't wait for my trip September. Yeah, skip this whole 110 nonsense. Trust me. September will be in the 90s. Tom, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That just flashed up on the screen. So I'm taking full advantage of alternative routes and methods. Jamie, how are you? Regina, shout out Saskatchewan, Canada. Bubba. Let's do all the hellos, all classics. What's going on? Sean, I think I said Sean, you got a twofer. Stephen J, I think we got, all right, what do we got, 87 people? Man, they'll pick up to 90. Adam, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter. I'm cool either way. Because, you know, people miss out on this insane information I'm about to drop. That's all that. Okay. So, I'm sure everyone is already subscribed and liked and all that. If it's 87 people here, I doubt there's too many new people, so I'm gonna forego the. But you know, you do the like stuff anyway. Likes are cool. All right, I gotta show you something. No, I gotta show my stomach some of this Americano. And I'm debating whether we should talk about that thing that was on kind of TV last night, because every time the past 2 live streams I discussed the thing that was on TV last night with those 2 guys, you know, with the suits and whatever, and the red tie and the blue tie, and if I mention that thing that takes place in the beginning of November every 4 years. You know what I'm talking about? The thing where, like, you can fill out like 50 things if you want, and they all count. Every time I mention that, they demonetize my videos. Is that effed up or what? That is, like, seriously effed the F up. So, depending on how everything goes today, I want to discuss some of what happened last night. However, what I do want to show you, check this out. Alright, what the hell? Alright, I'm going to turn this camera around so you can actually see it. Dig this. When I started removing sugar and basically carbohydrates and shit too from my system. Let me find a clean spot to do it in here. That was 8 days ago. 8 days ago is when I officially started, right? Check this out. This is what, this is the notification, the new trend notification I received from my Apple Watch. Can we see that? Why is that so blurry? That's blurry AF. Alright. Why is that blurry? Is my freaking camera? Let me clean the screen a little bit. Hold on. Enjoy the vertical activities for a second. Shout out vertical. Corporate overlords love it. Alright. Now we should get some focus going here. Alright. Well, alright, dig this. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah? No? Maybe it doesn't want to focus on shine. Regardless, you can see what it says there. Prior to my resting heartbeat was kind of high for a while, right? 75 beats per minute. I mean, people would kill for that, but for me, I wasn't really too thrilled about it. The frickin' day I started removing carbs and sugar from my diet, look what happened. To the day, because it's been exactly 8 days. Look at that shit. It went from an average of 75 to an average of 62. Instantly, immediately, without question. Is that a trip or what? That's like unbelievable. You know, just a simple change in the diet. I mean, you could see it. I got a little, you know, got a little wacky for a while, but I always averaged like 71 over the course of the time I've had this watch. However, look at that, bang. Instant correlation with removing sugar from my daily ritual, and my heartbeat dropped. My resting dropped 13 beats per minute. That's sick. You know, I mean, I don't care either way, but that's an indication, if nothing else, that number one, how quick the body can heal naturally from something. Not that I'm really healing from anything per se, but this is a great indication that your body is so aligned and so in tune with what you stick in your freaking mouth. And that me turn this around. Come on, turn. Turn. If that's not proof of what I've been saying for the past however, I don't know what is. I don't know how to convince you. The day, it didn't take a week to happen, didn't take a month to happen, didn't take a year to happen. The freaking day I eliminated sugar and stayed off sugar, my heart, my rate came down 13 points out of 75. What is that? Just do some math. 20%? 20%? Just about? Is that correct? 20%? Let's do some math. 13 times 2 times 5, that's 50. No, more than 20%. It's like 22, 23%. I don't know, whatever. Is that sick or what? Is that's insane. That's insane. It's not a flex on me or anything, but hey, you can do it. You can just change any part of your diet for better or worse, and your body responds immediately without hesitation. You don't need fucking pills. You don't need pharmaceuticals. You don't need half the shit that this world has taken. Antidepressants and this and that. And da, da, da. I mean, okay, someone could have said, all right, and I ate last night. I posted a picture on the Bror Nation Facebook group. I ate 3 giant pork chops, some grilled zucchini some fried zucchini in butter, a giant scoop of peanut butter. Just like, it was freaking delicious, And I had 1 scoop of like some ice cream that I had. You know what my sugar went up to in an hour after that? 104. That's how in tune my body became. It used to go up like normal people. My sugar used to go up to like 130, after a meal and whatnot. But I'm not pounding it with freaking, crap anymore. What? That's nuts. So I maintain in the 80s in between meals. I spike a big old spike up into, if you guys are into health or whatever, a spike up to 104 after a giant meal of probably like 2,000 calories or whatever. Better than McDonald's. 1 burger's like 900. Anyway, amazing. Freaking amazing. And I just showed you. I'm not pulling your legs. I don't know what else to say. Instantly, immediately, instant reaction. Oh, no more carbs? Man, heart don't have to work so hard anymore. Wow. Oh, tons of carbs? Let's raise it up. Holy shit. It went from 275 to 175, and yeah. Every day's a fast for me, because I'm trying to get down to 2 meals a day. Quite honestly. I mean, the last time I ate was... Last night I got hungry late, which is odd, but I got hungry late. Last time I ate was like 12, and I didn't eat again until like 1 o'clock this afternoon. So it's still, like, every day is a fast for me now. I see how long I can go in the morning without eating. Because on my other channel, brorfredrik.com, this is where I'm really going to get into some shit. And we got some money stuff we got to talk about too. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, is the biggest freaking lie. You know who came up with that? The Kellogg's brothers, 100 years ago, for those of you who aren't members of this channel, I don't like cross-pollinating and whatever, but, I like giving out some information, that's all. The members get the good stuff, but, 100 years ago, the Kellogg's brothers paid a marketing firm to come up with a slogan so they could sell more of their grain, carb-based, sugar-based cereal to the masses, and especially to children. And they came up with breakfast, the most important meal of the day. I shit you not. That wasn't the government, that wasn't anything. That wasn't a doctor, that was a marketing ploy from the get-go. Breakfast is the dumbest meal of the day. It truly is. And then they converted it to, it gives your kids brain power, for school. Get them ready with a nutritious breakfast brought to you by Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms. They should burn in hell for doing that shit, honestly. They should frickin' burn. How you doing? That's good.
We're moving on.
I gotta say hello.
Oh my God.
I'll be right back.
Just came in here to get some air.
That was awesome. had to see Peoples. That is the Flamingos. Alright. What are we talking about? Daiquiris? Are we talking about daiquiris? I recommend the Magic Spoon. It's keto friendly, grain free. What the hell is it? What does it have in it if it's not grain? I don't know. What is it? It is hot in here. I'm just going to clear that up right away. It is freaking hot in here. I don't know why. I don't know how, but I mean, I'm actually sweating in here today. Maybe their AC is jacked up or something. But anyway, breakfast is not the... You could have breakfast, but your body doesn't want it for the most part. Your body doesn't need it for the most part. I don't care if you're a freaking farmer, a lumberjack, or a freaking lawyer. Your body can do without. So I'm constantly, like, every day is a fast. And this morning, you want to see what I had this morning? I'll show you. Yeah, that was Barb. I'll show you what I had for breakfast this morning. I'm excited. I'm freaking excited. Like, to be able to, like, I'm doing a full freaking reset. Factory settings. It's exciting AF. I'll post this. I'm not going to post it on Facebook. That'll get played out. But I am going to post it on brorfredrik.com. Alright, you want to see? This is what I call breakfast that I had at friggin' 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright. Yeah, let's see if we can do some zoomage there. Alright, what is that? That is... Why is it so blurry? It doesn't want to focus right today. It might be a grease streak across. Let's see, what is that? That is 4 eggs, about a half a pound of cow, fried in butter and olive oil with some dill. What else is in there? Oh, and a bunch of cheese. And a bunch of freaking cheese. That's what I had for breakfast. That was amazing. That was delicious. Oh yeah, that's kind of the final result. That's with all the dill on it. Look at delicious crispy cow and egg stuff and whatever. Oh, cheese, protein, fat, butter. It was like 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter in there. Scott, that's what you had? Awesome. Yeah, it was kind of lunch for me too. All on a Christmas plate. What's not to like about that? I had like 2 sets of Christmas plates. I got like Lennox china and shit. I still always reach for my Christmas plate, so whatever. But that's my life. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm starting to come out of the, what's going on, brother? Bam. I'm starting to come, I'm good. I'm starting to come out of the funkiness a little bit, and I caught something. I was playing around with supplements. I don't take supplements for granted, and I take a bunch of supplements. So, remember, you can call me on this shit. You can call bullshit on me, whatever. I don't care, because I'm not perfect. Remember I told everyone, I was like, hey everyone, guess what? I'm gonna start taking like a shit ton of potassium because, I don't eat vegetables and all that other stuff that has potassium, and I never, I do have it's like rare. If you Google, I'm allergic to bananas, it says no results found. I'm like the only one on the planet. But I can't eat bananas. I feel like someone's grabbing me by the throat, It's a freaking horrible feeling. Like, I can feel it in my aorta and carotid, Not pleasant. But then I'm like, you know what? Potassium's supposed to be good. I'm not getting enough. Blah, 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 blah. So I started taking potassium. This is like, what did I told you guys, matter of fact, here, we were walking through this place. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm up to taking like 500 mgs or something of potassium. Because technically, I read something, I don't know. You're supposed to have like close to 1,000 for proper heart function and all this other shit, magnesium. Now, I increased my magnesium, and I'm feeling good with that. But I'm gonna do a magnesium flush. That's a whole nother story. So I'm taking the magnesium. I started out with 3, then I went to 5, and then I'm like, let's just see. I don't feel better per se. I started feeling weird. Like an hour after I would take these are my breakfast ones. Well, breakfast, whatever, breakfast. Morning. Like I do some in the morning and some at night. So the potassium was part of my morning routine. And I would always feel weird. Like it would hit me different, and I would always blow it off and rationalize it that, oh, there's just so much shit going on, because I'm doing the magnesium, the vitamin C, the vitamin D, I'm doing ginkgo, potassium, magnesium, vitamin D, 2 different kinds of vitamin B. Every like 3rd or 4th day I take an iron, which I'm going to probably eliminate because I don't really see a benefit quite yet. And I take other shit, whatever. No pharmaceuticals. So I'm like, I feel a little, like I was always like, I feel a little off. Just feel a little off, like my stomach would be upset. I would literally see my heart elevate a little bit afterwards, and I would just attribute it to a cocktail of crap I was throwing down there, and sometimes on an empty stomach. Today, Sammy, there might be something to that, because the only thing I took today was, because it wasn't until late, so I'm like, I'm gonna take my potassium, and I'm gonna take my freaking magnesium. My resting heart rate hit like 90 something, like sitting still like this. And it was like at 90. I went to Smith's. We'll talk about Smith's in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Smith's. We're gonna talk about shopping in general. How freaking adversarial it's becoming. Okay, whatever. I'm sitting at a freaking light, and I'm looking, I'm just like, 92? What the f is going on? 92, and I'm sitting in my car. I used to check, like, sitting in my car, I'd be like 71. And I'm like 92. And I'm starting to feel that grip around my throat shit. Like, you know, like I ate a banana or whatnot, you know? And I'm just like, yo, something's not right there. Yeah, potassium, well, I've eliminated calcium, bro. Calcium is bullshit. I mean, again, okay. For the overlords and the lawyers and all the other bullshit out there, I am not a physician. I'm just telling you about my experiences. Do please consult your own doctor if you want to do any dietary changes or add supplementation or anything else to your freaking life. Don't depend on me. PSA. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. Yeah, calcium is some bullshit because if you're doing bone health, if your bones are healthy, you're taking in your calcium from various sources. If you're lifting, you're doing any exercise whatsoever, calcium is good. You know, I mean, your bones are good. They're regenerating. Like you actually grow a new skeleton every 7 years if your body's healthy. Do you know that? Every 7 years, you're new. Are you the same person? Debatable, but on the inside, skeletal function, your skeleton recycles itself every 7 years. So yeah, so what does calcium do? If your bones are relatively healthy and it's not being utilized by your, you know, skeletal structure, it tries to turn your arteries into frickin' bone. So, especially as you get older, F you calcium. You don't need calcium. Oh, but women are gonna get osteoporosis, and no, just pump the brakes. Dude. Yeah, magnesium, I figured out the magnesium. There's one specific kind that I have been taking that's very advantageous, and the magnesium flush that I'm doing, yeah, you get the stones, you get the, I mean, I have from doing the, the Wing Chun dummy for years and years, and like, we used to like beat each other's arms with sticks, back in the day. I do have studs. This arm is studded. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4 on both of them, so I do have spurs all over, but you wanted them, back in the day. But anyway, you don't want them anywhere else. Some people get that plantation, whatever, that's all calcium related. And calcium also keeps you from getting properly intaking your vitamin D, because it's a D. Is this an AMA? What's going on, Keith? Consider it. I mean, I got time tonight. We could just hang out and chill and talk and whatnot. It's not official per se, but yeah, even the Tums is not good for you. But if you got questions, I'll try to answer them. Coffee has lots of potassium. I did not know that. But I was taking like 500 mgs like at once. Boom. And I got to look into what Sammy said. Sammy said, you said there was some correlation between taking potassium and magnesium at the same time. There's probably validity to that too. I got to research. And like I said, I ain't perfect, but I figure shit out. And it works for the most part. But my brain is so analytical. Like I could think, well, what did I do different? Bing, and that's just how my mind works. Fortunately for me. I wouldn't recommend most people do self-diagnostic, but I pretty much know my body. Oh no, Thomas, I did not point out the Christmas plate. Yeah, I'm a Christmas plate freak. I can't help it. You know what what the VA gave you for calcium? What did they give you for calcium? That's weird. Yeah, calcium calcifies. Duh. You know what I do miss though? I miss milk. And I miss freaking yogurt and all that shit. Steel Pro? What is, I gotta look into Steel Pro. I don't know how to take calcium. Yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's body is different. Maybe his body doesn't utilize it, calcium properly. Maybe his body cannibalizes, there's people have different things, so that's why it's like, it's not one size fits all. But my point on this journey that I'm going to take right before your very eyes and a little more intimately over at brorfredrik.com is that you can change. You can change. It's not too late. It's never too late and it's never too early. The results, I mean, I always joke and I say, people just want to like pop a pill and, move on with their life. We want instant gratification. I just showed you the most instant gratification. I changed my diet and on the same day, my heart changed for the better. Like instantly. Like an hour later, it was like, all right, cool. That's how sensitive your body is to what you stick in your face. Imagine what happens when you eat McDonald's. You know the dude who did that 30-day supersize me and he ate McDonald's for 30 days? He died. He freaking died. The dude's dead at like 50-something years old. He's gone. If that don't tell you something. Ooh, coconut water. I gotta stay away from. I gotta stay away from the coconut water. Yeah, the empty stomach might be an issue too, but it wasn't. It was kind of empty. But either way, like I said, the only other time I felt that flush and that grip around my neck was from bananas, which are heavy in potassium. So, I mean, I didn't feel like I was going to die or anything. It was just highly unusual, because I know my body, highly unusual. So, I might take one tomorrow, but I'm also eating more, unfortunately. I'm eating more like vegetables and shit. My ancestors are rolling over in their graves. But I ate like 2 giant freaking zucchinis last night. And they were delicious because they were swimming in butter. And you know what I did afterwards? Because no one was looking? I did. I wouldn't do it at Bavette's, but I'll do it in my kitchen. I drank that butter. Yeah, I did. Peanuts have been bothering you lately? Yeah, he died from the thing, but yeah, I'm sure doing that for 30 days didn't help. Peanuts have been bothering you. You could be, I hate to say the older we get, but as you put mileage on your stuff, you put mileage on your digestive system. After a while, it's just like, that's why I want to do a reset, I know I put a lot of mileage on maybe not age mileage, but I put my body through a lot of stuff. That's what I want. That's why I want to do a complete reset. I'm going to reset my lungs, my kidneys, my liver, everything. Because I'm going to feel like crap for a little while. I want it to happen quick. Our body lets us know when something is not right. Absolutely. But see, that's why most people are just like, duh, The Bachelor's on tonight. Ooh, someone just came out with a new song. Taylor Swift. Football game. Like, we're inundated with mental pollution that keeps us from knowing our bodies, that keeps us from knowing the people around us, that keeps us asleep and just like, wallowing through life. And then when, you have some big freaking catastrophic thing in your life, oh my God, whatever, you get the gout or the freaking beaties or whatever, then you're in the doctor's office and he's like, oh, well, take this prescription to the pharmacy, and then AMF, they're already pushing another. Did you see that today? One of them acronym agencies, like, oh yeah, you need another one. You know who they should give that shit to? Well, look, for free. As a courtesy. As they run across the border, they should be, well, hold on. and give it to them. Like, wasn't it so important that everyone had them, but they're letting 30 million people in? Wait, do they have a card that proves that no, we should just give it to them for free. Oh, demonetized. Grass-fed butter, yeah. Grass-fed. Nice try, Fed. You see a lot of that now. Nice try, Fed. Yeah, butter's just delicious. I could just eat it like peanut butter. That's what I do sometimes. I've been keeping like a quarter-pound stick out on the countertop with a butter knife in it, and I walked by with a spoon the other day and I went, Choo. It's freaking delicious. Butter's delicious. I kept myself from butter for so long. I'm tired of it. After that, now I'm like devouring it. Devouring me some butter. It's so healthy. It's so healthy. Alright, well, we got other stuff to talk about. Kind of. Thank God every day. Absolutely. Hey, Laren, how you doing? Butter is exceptionally good and exceptionally delicious. And it fries things. I mean, it just changes the flavor profile of everything to, like, delicious. It goes from meh to delicious instantly with a little butter. I mean, every steak I make, and I'm going to fry up, cook up, whatever, two ribeyes tonight. Probably eat both of them, who cares? Because I can. No spike in the blood sugars. Put butter on it. When it's done and it's resting, I put I smear butter all over it for extra deliciousness. Holy cow. I mean, all the shit that's supposed common knowledge in the frickin' eating realm is a lie. They've been lying to you. And you tell a lie long enough and it becomes a fact. That guy with the little mustache proved that. That dude last night who was acting weird on the stage with that other guy with the weird hair. Every time, he started every single question or answer with, "You're a liar, that's a lie, you're a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, you're a liar, that's a lie." Like that, he started anything he had to say with calling the other person with the funky hair a liar. Because they know, they do that stuff, that if you tell a lie long enough, it becomes common knowledge. Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Brought to you by Kellogg's. Yikes. So, speaking of prime rib, I'm going back to I had a commercial. I had to restart everything. Speaking of prime rib, cooked with butter and a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know how much stuff? I got a fairly big pantry. In the kitchen, there's a closet it's got a standard 2-foot door, but it's maybe 3 feet deep and a little more than 3 feet wide, almost 4 feet or whatever. So it's a pretty big pantry. I gotta rearrange the shelves one day. I keep saying that, but I got all my stuffs in there. I went through it to pull out all the crap that I can't eat anymore because there's no sense taking up space. There's no sense staring at those Oreo cookies what am I gonna do? Smell them? It's like going to a strip club. My pantry was like going to a strip club. So I can look, but I can't touch. What's the freaking fun of that? I can look at the movies, but not touch them. That's no fun. So I'm looking in the pantry of all the stuff that I can't eat anymore. So I can look at it, I can smell it, I could give it $1, but I can't eat it. Screw it. So I started pulling it all out. The kitchen looks like a freaking bomb blew up in there. Yeah, because it's everywhere, and then I lost interest, and I'll finish it up tonight or tomorrow. But the amount of shit, and it's all unused. I found 5 cans of pineapple. pineapple is actually good for you to a degree because it has bromelain in it. Yeah, the topless Oreos. You don't have those in your hood? Yeah, it has bromelain, but you can buy bromelain. I mean, it is so sugar intensive. That had to go. Like 5 cans. Like 10 cans of like black beans and pinto beans because I like making rice and beans, which I can't have rice. There's a brand new 25-pound bag of rice that I got from the Asian market in there, and another one that's like this full. I got rice sticks. I mean, just the whole breakfast nook table is like this. But see, because I'm like that, and most of that stuff I ordered on the freaking Walmart app and had delivered, I'm bringing that shit back. The stuff that's open, I'm gonna donate it. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna throw out food. That's dumb. You know, I'll bag it up when I get a chance, and I'll, you know, distribute it over here before the next live stream or something. Yeah, I have some food, yo. And maybe some of the other, because I don't feel like carrying around like 30 freaking cans of shit, but only the ones with the pull tops, because how are they gonna open it? You know, scratch it on a rock, but you know, most people don't know that. Why is this place so crowded? It's like 50 people inside here, which is cool. It's like another 50 waiting. Anyway, I'm bringing it back to Walmart. I'm getting my freaking money back, yo. I mean, I got like 4 bags of gluten-free Oreos, and them things are like $7 each. That's a quick $20. I got like $200 worth of shit I'm gonna bring back, and if they're gonna give me crap about it, I'm gonna be like, oh, so let's go item by item through my app, and I'll do a return. Did it show up yet? Yeah. All right, give me my $3. Now give me my $6. I don't care. I don't care. You know, don't piss away money. So I'm getting 100 and something bucks back, 200. How you doing? Anyway, yeah, so now I got all sorts of room in my pantry, you know, and my brain is already thinking, oh, but I can get this such thing as keto Chips Ahoy and keto cake and keto bread. Bullshit there is. Bullshit there is. I did a bunch of that net carb thing. Oh, but if the carbs, if the sugar, the carbs, and the fiber is in the same hemisphere, and if all the stars are in alignment, and Mercury's in retrograde, it's like net carb 0. Bullshit. I call bullshit. That's why that's a cop out, you know. I mean, I do want to try it, like making some gluten bread, but it's not. I mean, some keto bread, but it's not really bread. It's like scrambled eggs with dust in it that kind of formulates with almond dust, that kind of formulates something that remotely resembles bread. It's not really bread, it's freaking egg pudding, you know? So, and all the other shit, bafangul to that. Yeah, get a lap dance, Ivan. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, my kitchen, I cleaned out all that stuff. I mean, it's just like a breath of frickin' fresh air. Yeah, you don't have to give up butter, and you don't have to give up cheese. Cheese is okay, butter is okay. Any type of milk has a ton of sugar in it. I don't know why. I don't think it's added, but milk has a lot of sugar in it. And so does kefir. Kefir. I'm going to still drink it because, see, the thing is, it's not to eliminate it. You're eliminating all processed, refined sugars, or like highly, like honey. Honey's just like, right in you, right into you. High fructose corn syrup. That's poison. Just might as well just suck on an exhaust pipe. It's the same health-wise. It's you want to eliminate that, but then you still have carbs and shit, like whatever. That zucchini has carbs in it, whatever stuff has carbs in it. I'm just gonna try. I'm endeavoring to keep it as low as possible, like 50 grams or under. But and that's not difficult. My brain, I calculate what's in my basket at the store before the frickin' I get to the register. My brain just crunches numbers, like a frickin' abacus. That's why, my brain's, I'm just constantly thinking about shit. And if numbers come along, I'm down. Yeah, let's think about some numbers. So, checking messages. Yeah, I can eat some carbs. So what? So if I want to drink some milk, all right, add some carbs. What up? Some sugar? So be it. That ain't gonna kill me. Those 2 grams fits well within my 50. It's just all about how you eat. I contacted Laren. I contacted that Factor 75, the keto meal place, who's also a part of Hello Fresh. You know, I was like, you know what? I'm on this journey. You know, I figured, I'll make a couple bucks. I'm on this journey, right? And I called them up. They picked up the phone, and they're like, how you doing today? I'm like, what up? You know, Bror Fredrik coming at you. I explained to them what I'm on a keto journey. Maybe my audience might be interested. You got an affiliate program. All right, I did it. I admit it. You know? Because it makes sense to buy keto meals, you know, because they're relatively cheap. So if I'm really busy, I mean, because the problem with doing the keto and all this other shit is you have to cook. You know, sometimes I just don't have time to cook. You just can't, like, you know, like, if all else fails, if I was, like, running late, but I needed to get something in so I didn't frickin' pass out, I would eat a giant tub of yogurt, like this big, like, while I'm getting dressed. You know, and that's like 43 grams of frickin' highly refined sugar. Oh, and a little probiotics that the sugar killed. You know, and that would be a quick 600 calories just to get me through whatever I was gonna do. Because, you know, you gotta have food in you. You gotta have energy. Can't do that shit anymore. So now it's like, you know, when you cook, you gotta cook enough to have a bunch of shit in the freezer, in the Tupperware. I use the Pyrex. I like glass. I don't like plastic shit. Can't do that no more. However, you still see. I got the little brain fog from that's that keto flu going on. You bought like I've been eating watermelon. Keto bread with olive oil is good, but is it true? Like, do you honestly believe? Like, I would, in order to test keto bread, there's a chick, Victoria. She's like a millwife on YouTube, and she has this like keto blend for like bacon and shit. I found it. I don't know, like some people say it's BS. Like I would have to check. I mean, I would have to eat that and nothing but it. I'm willing to put my body through hoops. I don't give a shit. Because my body's like highly responsive to stuff. So, whoa, they're about to go even louder with the music. So, I want to eat something that's keto bread, and I want to see what it does to my blood sugar. Like, because my blood sugar responds like right away. I'll eat it. I'll do a baseline. I'll eat it, and I'll test every 30 minutes to see what the spike is, you know, comparatively. Because I don't technically believe that whole net zero carb shit. Oh, it's got 10 carbs of sugar and shit, and it's got 10 pieces of fiber, so it's good for you. Nothing in life nullifies like that. Maybe your body's just like, meh, alright. You know, they say it binds to the fiber, and I don't know about all that. I think that's just, I gotta see it for myself. I think it's a bit of a cope. We were talking about milk, and so I eat the dairy. Yeah, I mean, I used to, and again, in a pinch, I would make a protein shake out of whole milk and just freaking guzzle it too. Yeah, the Laren, you were the one, oh, that's what I was talking about. Laren, you're the one who inspired me to do that. So I call up Hello Fresh, and I'm like, hey, you know, maybe people will buy, you know, a meal or whatever, and they pay like if someone signed up for like a 3-month thing, they'd pay you as an influencer like $5. It's not a lot of money, but it's a freaking cup of coffee, right? All right, cool. So I call them up and they're like, hey, Bror Fredrik, yeah, we'd love to do business with you. Oh, yeah, we love our influencers. And they're, how many people? I'm like, I got like 20, a little over 20,000, whatever it is. It's cool. But I said, listen, I'm on the journey. I'm like doing the shit for real. And they're like, oh, we'll send you stuff. And I was like, all right, I appreciate it. HelloFresh did that too, but find out it's the same company. But they're like, okay, and we'll give you discounts. I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. Do you have a real affiliate program? They're like, well, yeah, we do. I said, all right, send me that. I want to sign up, and let's get your product out there because it is convenient. I would rather, it'd be nice to crack into something and eat it instead of having to cook. Like, I'm a busy person. It takes, 15 minutes to make those delicious freaking eggs and ground cow and whatever. So he's like, all right, I'll send you the link. I'm like, cool, bro. Sends me the link. And I'm like, okay. I clicked on the link. And this other affiliate pro, this, that, and the other popped up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I'm like, maybe he sent me the wrong link. So I go back and look at it, I'm right-clicking on it, whatever. Nope, it's a correct link. And it says, oh, in order to join their affiliate program, you have to pay this other company $1,500 a year for their software package so you can incorporate HelloFresh and Factor 75 into there and track your revenue and double F you. So I'm going to pay $1,500. And I wrote back Force Factor and Factor Force and told them to go fuck themselves. I'm going to drop a few F-bombs, I don't care. Because that's sleazy. I mean, I'm sure the food is good, but that's some sleazy shit right there. And I hope you're listening. That's sleazy. So they redirected me to go to another company to spend $1,500 a year in order basically to join their affiliate program where I'd have to sell how many? Let's do some math here. Oh, that's maps. We need math, bro. Let's see, 1,500 divided by 5. I could have done that in my head. That's a keto flu. So I'd have to get 300 people to place an order. You know how hard it is to get 300 people to do anything? Let alone place an order for some food shit, at $5 commission. So that would be the point of return. After 300 people, so I'd have to sign up almost a person a day to break even. What a scam. I was just like, you scamming MFers, That's a freaking scam. But you could do this, you could do that, and now once you have this software, you can go find other people you want to affiliate for. I'm not a freaking 21-year-old chick with implants. I'm not going to sit there all day and be like, whoa, how do you like this? This looks good, Oh, did you see this? I bought this today. Lincoln. That's not my life. I'm a grown-ass man, with shit to do. What a scams everywhere. Even health food companies are trying to freaking scam you. Well, healthy eating companies trying to scam you for like no good damn reason. But this coffee's good. This wasn't a scam. It was good. I'm like wound up. It feels good. There's so many kids in town. I don't know what that's all about. And I'm going to tell you about how shopping is becoming super duper incredibly adversarial right now. It's getting stupid. I don't think I want to discuss the thing that was on. Should we discuss the thing that was on TV last night? I've been trying to find a dehydrator. I cannot find one that's like under reasonable. I'm not gonna spend $100 on one. But I used to, because in my mind I'm like, the last one I bought was like $20. Why am I gonna spend $300 on this one? And it's probably somewhere in the boxes that I got out of storage. I would love to make some jerky, but then again, meat is so damn expensive. What a freaking scam. So buy this software package, you gotta join them, and it was $150 a month So it was actually more. So that's 1,500 times 10 plus 300, 1,800. See the math I do there? It was 1,800 a year. You have to pay by the month, 150, to get the software in order to import them and make $5. I mean, I guess if you have like 1 million subscribers, or, you know, like I said, 21 years old with some implants or whatever, you could probably do it, but, you know, no one else can. Triscuits and coffee. Oh, I used to love Triscuits. Triscuits. You have to try zero sugar beef jerky. Yeah, I did. You know what I found in the cabinet too? I found some, not McCormick's. What's the grill company? Like the famous grill company, they had like a seasoning packet, like a 15-minute marinade. I think I'm gonna try that. I can't wait. I'm gonna eat me two, it's like 2.5 pounds, so they're 1.25 pounds each, prime ribs. All right, so, frickin' Smiths. Tell me if I'm crazy, all right? You just, that butt deodorant commercial, that is so cringy. How could she go out there with a straight face and talk about how she figured out that, hey, the deodorant I was using for my armpits also works in my butt crack. You know, that's the whole premise of her business. Like one day I was like, my butt crack sweats way more than my armpits. So you know what? Today I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take my freaking secret deodorant and put it in my butt crack. And if it works, I'm gonna start my own company with butt crack deodorant. She's probably a millionaire. She's probably laughing at people like us, but holy cow. Butt crack freaking stuff. Anyway, okay. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. But is shopping becoming a, like purchasing, being a consumer, which most people are consumers. You have a choice of like, oh, remind me to tell you, nobody let me say goodbye without talking about an ETF. Don't let me go anywhere. I gotta say something about an ETF. And I gotta pat myself on the back a little bit. Nailed it. But it's becoming a, okay, well, I digressed. I'm gonna digress to get back to what I digressed from. You're either a consumer, an entrepreneur, or an investor. Consumer's the worst person to be. If you're a consumer, you're kind of effed, you know, let's just face it. Because you make money in order to spend it and buy shit and buy nice shit once in a while. That's like your goal of making money. You know, like, it's not a good goal to just buy nice shit, have money so you can buy nice shit. You should like, and then the next phase of people is looking, you know, kind of like that at the people who are doing that. You make money to buy assets. I'd rather have assets than a bag or a t-shirt or a, you know, I mean, if I have the assets under control, I might use one of the assets to pay for. I don't want to digress too far. I'd rather own the company that all the consumers are buying from. That's the way to be. And that's why you make the lit cash. Anyway, it's becoming adversarial. Like, I was so excited to go into Smith's because they had prime rib, not rib roast slice. Not that it really matters all that much. On sale. So I'm like, cool. I emptied out my refrigerator of the shit I couldn't eat. You know, got some stuff in there, moved the other stuff aside, boom. And I'm like, I'm gonna fill this son of a gun. I'll spend up to $200. My budget was $200. I'm gonna buy as much of this $5 prime rib as possible. It's like $5.97. I mean, funny how that's a great deal. I mean, that used to be standard, $4.99 any time of year. Then it became $4.99 just on holidays. Then it became $13.99, $14.99, $15. Thanks, bud. Good job, bro. So, I guess $6 ain't a bad deal, but I'm not buying all the other shit, the freaking $7 Oreos anymore. Alright, cool. So I go into Smith's, and I strut back there, and they're like, oh, you gotta download a digital coupon, and do you have your card, and they make you jump through all the freaking hoops, and because most people are just like, F it, I am not doing this, and I'll just pay full price, the $14.99. Like the pack, they were in 2 packs, the prime rib, 2 packs. So for a 2-pack, it was the list price, the manufacturer's suggested retail price on 2 was $45 for 2 pieces of meat. So it's $22 each. So what is that? It's like it was 2.67 pounds. See, I remember everything, numbers and faces. I'm not too good with names, though. Kind of bad with names. So I'm like, all right, let's do this frickin' toilet paper math, because this is pure toilet paper math. Oh, but it's on sale. $10 off this pack. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? $10 off this pack? So that makes it $35, and so I'm doing the math. I'm like, oh, that brings the price down to $8.97 a pound. What's going on with you sent me a fucking email, you dumbasses. You know, this is the price I want. I'm telling the dude, I'm telling the freaking 19-year-old kid who's just putting out the meat, I'm like, I want this price. You know, he's like, I don't know. Okay. Call your manager, Karen. Oh, I'm the Karen. So I'm like, oh, I gotta download this, and I gotta jump through this hoop, and I need this app on my phone, and oh, I had that app on my phone, but I deleted it, and then now it's back on my phone, but I don't know my freaking whatever. Oh, you fry that meat up like chicharron, it's delicious. Yeah, I know, but see, that's when you don't have carbs, that fatty meat is delicious. That's what it's gonna fuel your brain and everything. Yeah, what is the bear? I just saw that. I don't even know what that was. I was like, I've been watching all the Planet of the Apes on Hulu. My phone company gave me a free trial, free membership back to Hulu. So I pre-installed this shit on the TV. T-Mobile, they're like, you want Hulu for free? I'm like, oh, that woke it. I'm like, no. And I got it. Anyway. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm like, bro, that's not even meat. If I wanted to buy some fat, I would buy some fat. But that's meat. He's like, you know, and it doesn't say whether it's choice. I'm looking to, all right, I need a magnifying glass, see if it's choice or not, you know. So everything's like a freaking mission. Everything is a freaking mission. So he's like, okay, come back tomorrow, and I'll pick out like the least fatty one back there, and I'll slice it up. How many are you gonna buy? I was like, bro, I'm gonna whatever 200 divided by 6 is. That's what I'm gonna do. Whatever what math is. That's 20. That's 30. Like 32. Give me 32 pounds. Give me 32 freaking pounds. But if it's 60% fat, I'm going to leave it in the aisle and allow it to rot. I'm going to be that much of a dick about it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But why do I got to come back tomorrow? I was so excited, and now I'm just like, you know, and that's like everything. Like, they want you to spend money and to consume their corporate bullshit, but they still want you to jump through hoops because we proved that we were willing to put a diaper over our faces, so that now they're like, these people are freaking idiots. Let's make them get a card, an app, so we can track them. Let's make it difficult so they give up and spend more because, you know, I mean, we're still giving them a discount at 9, 6, you know. So if only 10% of the people take advantage of that, our corporate profit, that's what's going on. So they're like, F you. The only thing I don't like about Costco meat is they pump it full of that. Like when it's in the shrink wrap bags, there's like a certain kind of air. What do they pump in there? Oh, it's like a form of ozone to keep it fresh. I don't know if it's good for you, bad for you, or what, but I could do without the ozone. For the most part. Or maybe that's Sam's fault. I don't know. Anyway. So I gotta go make another trip back there tomorrow. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. We gotta talk about chicken. But not here, because it's gonna gross everyone the F out. I mean, I eat a lot of chicken too, but what they are putting in, you know what they're putting in chicken now? Okay. Have you noticed in the past month a bunch of chicken processing plants and growing plants and hatcheries and nurseries and all that other shit went poof up in smoke? Little suspect? Guess who's growing our chickens now? Good old Bill G. So you know what they found in chicken? Be careful with your chicken, because it's got the in it. Anyway, I digress. I need a freezer. Maybe I could put a freezer in my pantry. Now that I got more room. Medium and well done. Who eats medium? Eating medium and well done? Medium well done's good. No mink, pink thing. Yeah, guys are all about, we'll eat some bloody stuff. But that's where the flavor is. But you know, women like it a little. They don't want to see the animal. I think that because women are a little more sensitive. I think it's not so much. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not so much about the taste, right? Because it does taste better. I mean, shoe leather versus succulent, delicious meat. It's that you know it's an animal when you look at it when it's a pink, right? You're like, you know, because you know cows can play ball. You could like teach a cow to play catch and shit, you know. But God put them on the earth as food, so I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Anyway, cow would eat me if it had a chance. Yeah, and pork, I'm eliminating pork, Shirley, as much as I can, too. Look at some pork under a magnifying glass. There's some creepy crawlies going on. That's why they want you to cook it to 165 degrees until it's like screaming, don't cook me anymore, don't cook me anymore, because it's got a lot of crap in there. It's got a lot of crap in that pork, you know? So, shout out people who don't eat pork. Oh. However, they had straight up Oscar Mayer thick cut pound of bacon. Buy one, get one free. No, it's not the thick. Buy one, get one free of anything that they had. So I found some original thick cut that was already on sale for, I think it was $6.99. So it was buy one, get one free. So that was a score. That was worth the trip because I got 6 of them. You know, so that brought the price down to $3.50 a pound. Score. And now I got more cooking grease because that rendered out fat is going to be cooking grease for eggs, and I'll even cook the steak in it. No, because it's hard to really properly cook a prime rib indoors. It's got to be so hot to maintain, you know, I like medium rare, medium rare. I'm like, it's got to be super freaking hot. So yeah, I do use oil or grease or butter. You know, sear the outside, done. Amazon. Shall we talk Amazon for a second? I'd love to talk about the thing last night, but let me see. What do we got? 120 people on. Thank you, Steve, for the 10 banana rounders and Keith for the 5 now. I need to maintain the. I can't afford to have this video demonetized. So we'll talk about it over on HeyBrorFredrik.com. We'll do the recap of whatchamacallit. a watch party last night, other thing that was on last night. All I am gonna say real quick before I talk about Amazon, I would pay money to see those two guys have a 9-hole golf match. I'd pay for that. You know what? That's how they should decide it. No more of this freaking, no more nothing. Whoever wins becomes emperor. I mean, you notice, see, I'm not going to talk about it. It didn't get personal until they started talking about the golf game. So I say whoever wins becomes emperor. I would pay for that. I would fly there and sleep outside of whatever golf. It would be at Mar-a-Lago, and I know people over there, so I wouldn't be so hard. I'd probably get a room there, and I would watch. Oh, now I'm demonetized. Shit, I said tomorrow the word. Corporate overlords. That's why you gotta go check out heybrorfredrik.com, because I don't have to play these freaking games. I can just say whatever the hell I want to say and whatever needs to be said. Anyway, I would pay to see that. I would watch that. I would, yeah. And they didn't even start. They were like, until that came up. That's when it was like, F you, you know? That's when they really, besides that, before that, I was like, whatever. What, you talking about my golf game? You calling me a sandbagger? Calling me a sandbagger? Oh yeah, I was a 6 handicap. I was my club champion. It was freaking hilarious. But I got a lot to talk about with that. But I can't do that now. So I will talk about Amazon real quick. It's funny. Yeah, no golf carts, no GPSs. If like you shank one into the woods, same rule would apply. You have like 15 minutes to find it, and you know, so you lose the stroke, and if you lose the human, so be it. But whoever wins is emperor. You know, he challenged him. He was like, "I'll do it, bro. You know, I'll do it. I'm good." They were like, "Yeah, I'll do it. Sticking their chests out and shit. I'll do it. You want to do it? Don't call me a scratch. Don't call me a I was club champion. Well, I'm a 6 handicap. Well, 40s. I'm not gonna talk about it here. We will talk about the ETF. And I just want to tell you a quick experience with Amazon. Thank you for reminding me, and do remind me again. We will talk about it. We'll do the recap on heybrorfredrik.com on Monday, and we're going to talk about a powerful basket of freaking stock picks I found. Holy cow, we're talking about 12 to 16% returns. Stable and getting better. It was just like mind-boggling. I'm still doing some research, but we'll talk about that over at heybrorfredrik.com this week. But I'm not a financial advisor. I just kind of know shit, and this is what I do. Whatever, you do you. Amazon. So I put something in my Amazon cart, and it was like, press here to clip $21 off. It was like $100. I'm not even gonna tell you what it was. It's something for the house. It's gonna be seen in the when I start doing from the, you'll see. Anyway. So I'm like, okay, clip it. I clipped it, $21, score. All right, so I'm not ready to quite buy it just yet. So it sits in the cart. And then a couple days go by, and now when I go in there, I put something else in, I'm looking at some shit, right? And it says, it's an $11 coupon now. I'm like, click, and then I'm like scrolling, because I want to make sure this is the one that I want, blah, 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 da, da, da. And then it's $11 now. And I'm like, so I clicked on it and said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So now it's run from 21, they removed the 21, made it 11. I still didn't pull the trigger. So I went back again, no coupon, full price. I went back the fourth time, a couple days apart, they put the $11 back on. I mean, they got that algorithm, they got that AI figuring out people's shits and like how to manipulate you into making purchases now. They're gonna manipulate you. They're like, now, what is that? That's training. That's straight up training. They're trying to train me as a consumer, but I'm an entrepreneur, an investor, and a consumer. Not a one-trick pony. Into, when you see it, you must buy it. The FOMO, fear of missing out. That's what FOMO is. Fear of missing out. So there's a chance through that training procedure that they just performed on me, now I'm supposed to think, shit, I better buy it now. I could always return it, so let me buy it now. Let me just buy it now. You know, that's what they're doing. Because as time goes by, it's gonna, the deal you thought you were getting was gonna erode. And if this dumb MFer really wants it, he'll pay full price. So the algorithm, so we're talking about AI, and it's all based on like ChatGPT and whatnot, and, you know, Gemini and all this other Bard, all this other crap. Anyway, all it is, and I had an argument with one today. I think I won, I'm not sure. We try to be nice to AI because when they take over, you know, maybe they'll spare you. However, that's what they're doing. They're using artificial intelligence to manipulate your buying decisions on Amazon, on whatever. I mean, I was trying to contact, who was I trying to contact? I was trying to contact someone today, and I ran into one of those. It's no longer the call service. It's no longer, you know, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. Now it's a bot. So if you piss the bot off, it hangs up on you, number one, and it tell me, Mr. Bot, exactly how I can help you in order to route you. So then the bot's like, you know, oh, no, I can help you. We don't even... So they make it difficult for you to spend your own damn money now. Friggin' Amazon. And they tried to train me that, but I'll wait them out. I'll wait them MFers out because it's not like I need anything. I don't need anything that bad in my life except food and air and some companionship. Other than that, I'm good, you know? I don't need anything that bad. You know, I'm not, I need this, I can care less. If I get it, it'll be nice. If I don't, puff on rule, you know? I don't really care. So, try again. But they're pulling that shit. Buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. Yeah, but they say don't put it in your car. I do experiments with, you know, doing it in an incognito browser, a non-incognito browser. But everyone pays a different price. All of us can sit there. And coffee, yeah, I mean, you know, anything consumable, like, you know, whatever, in the mouth, yeah. I'm enjoying this. I'm lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. Because I've been like, I toned down the coffee this week because of the sugar. I'm enjoying coffee without sugar, but not as much. You know, I'll be honest. I mean, it's still good. I'm learning to like it a lot, but I've toned it down, so it's good. So this is really kicking in. But we could all order the same thing off of Amazon, and I wouldn't say we'd all get a different price, but on a pie chart, it would go like 12% paid $9.99, 42% paid $8.99, 39% paid $11.99. And does that equal 100? I don't think so. It would be like across that, and it'd probably be like 7 other numbers. $10.98, $9.42, you know, for an average price across the board, it's because that's what they wanted anyway, an average price. They weren't looking for $8.99, they weren't looking for $11.99, they wanted to split it at like $9.97. So an average cost of whatever per unit, profit made, and there's so little money in profit on Amazon anyway. Like they make like 6% if they're lucky, but the volume. But so they use an artificial intelligence to manipulate your dopamine to adjust your buying habits. That's That's a devil's playground right there. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even want to go into it. That's a devil's playground. So real quick. ETF. What ETF did I say? What? Who got a 5-finger discount? 12% into the store. 5-finger discount. 5-finger discounts. Capacity control. What are we talking about? Sometimes I go to the website and put my email address in and don't make purchase. Yeah, right. I mean, it's all run by AI now. Bezos is supposed to be a freaking slave driver. I mean, I know the AWS aspect of it. He's a freaking slave driver there too. I can't even imagine what they're doing elsewise. Anyway, on the retail arm. All right, so we got to talk about this. I'm gonna hit that up in a minute. We have to talk about an ETF. What did I say? I rolled my tongue. What did I say? I pulled part of my portfolio, which isn't billions or anything. I pulled part of my portfolio out of REITs. REITs, dead, you know? I mean, it's a dead concept. You can still make some money, but it's risky. Do you want to be a landlord on a vacant freaking property? Like I was saying the other night, Howard Hughes, beautiful place up there, it's in bankruptcy. Commercial property is bullshit, and that's what most REITs are based on. Some are household REITs, you can get into residential REITs and whatnot, but I couldn't be bothered. So, money gone, what else am I going to put it in? So I said I moved it for practical purposes. So I don't let just sit there, gaining like 4.5% interest on a high yield, maybe. Okay, but that's still nothing. What did I say? SCHD. And I gave you the whole breakdown of why they were in such a good position. A lot of people don't like it. Oh, I don't like nice, steady dividend income, safe, steady. You don't? You don't like rubbers either? Anyway. SCHD. Did I nail it or what? Did anyone get in on that activities? Did you see what happened today? What they announced, the largest in the history of that ETF's performance and lifetime dividend payment. I called it. It just made so much sense. They restructured their basket to better reflect reality. They took out some of the tech and the Nvidia because they knew for a fact that they split the stocks for the FOMO people. Oh, now I can afford Nvidia at frickin' 130, and now it's at 121. That was a honeypot for retail traders. That's all stock splits are. They're honeypots for retail traders. Don't get excited about that. And when generally it's a good time to sell right before a stock split because it's gonna be or right after. Like you get the spike from all the retail money coming in, the dumb money, and then dump it, and then buy back in during the correction. Anyway, SCHD, so much. I mean, it's been trading sideways forever. They announced the largest dividend increase. They increased their dividend by 23% for this quarter coming up. 23% increase over the last quarter. The highest increase and the highest amount it's ever been. Because I saw that coming. They lowered their holdings in technology and bumped it up in consumer defensive. And I was just like, what up? I mean, okay, it's not really a growth ETF, it's a predictable. There's some growth in it. I mean, it's trading at 77. I mean, mostly everything is at that 52-week low right now. I am not a stock advisor. You do you. I'm just talking shit. I just like to study. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I do a drip. You know, I do a drip back into it now. Whatever dividend payment comes in, I think it's going to come in, if I did the math correctly, at a hair under $3 a share. That's free money. You know? That's free money. Trading at 77 bucks, you know, that's just free money, free safe money, because it ain't going nowhere. It's trading sideways, and there is potential upside. They're not doing, you know, call options on it, nothing freaking sexy like, you know, SPY eye and anything like that. But, you know, SCHD is just a safe, stable place to put your money. VOO is cool too. Like, what happened today? I mean, I got some SPY eye, I got some BTI. They're all trading sideways. Some DGRO. Let's see, where's PLTR is having a problem with that. I told you. What did I tell you about sticky numbers? Remember sticky numbers? 25, 50, 75, 0, 0. Sticky numbers, even numbers. I mean, PLTR is having a hard time with the number 25. You know, they're having a hard time with that shit. They're going to be bouncing up and down that 25 for a while until it just breaks. If it can just maintain, and then 25 becomes the support. Right now, it's sort of the resistance. When it becomes the support, bonk, it hits and bounces back off. Hits, that's support. This is 25. Boom, that's called resistance. Every time it hits 25, boom, that's resistance. If it hits 26, comes back to 25, goes back up, that's support. In case you didn't know. I know a lot about this shit. Support and resistance. And then you look, historically, where is it? PLTRs right now is 25. So I'm optimistic to 30. 31. 31's a good number. They're doing some amazing shit. I'm not a stock advisor. You do you. But I'm not going to talk about it here because I don't want to, you know, I want to, like I said, I found this new silo of stocks, opportunities, these new baskets, these new companies. It's similar to ETFs, but you trade. I'm going to keep it a little under the cuff. John 15:7. Oh, Keith, thank you. 10 banana rounds, I do appreciate that. I've been looking at Altria MO for a while, which is Philip Morris. I've been looking at them. Deal around 15%. I gotta look into that. I mean, you know, everyone says the sin stocks and whatever, 8%. I'm a little sus on MO right now. I'm definitely sus on it. It's suspect. That's what it means. That's such a term. What? This was sent to the. What? Oh no. Was it the FBI? Anyway. So yeah, I'm suspicious of that. But I did look into it. I mean, I got a tiny position in frickin' Johnson & Johnson. I hate to admit it. That's like in a frickin' free fall. However, let's see. What are we talking about? Creamed diced ham. That sounds good. That just made me hungry. That just caught my eye. All right, you have to go. You're not contributing anything to the conversation. Blanc, gone. Anyway. Whatever. Okay, so, getting back to that. But, I gotta keep it, you know, because membership has its privileges. What was the tagline for that? It was kind of like breakfast is the most important deal of the day. Membership has. What was that? That was American Express. I'm gonna sue me for that. But I'll share it first over there because I mean, if you lose your friggin' whatever life savings, it ain't on me. But I'm just gonna point it out so you do what you want to do. So I'm happy with the SCHD. I think my analysis of it was accurate, and I'm happy I migrated my kind of a position that I had in the REITs over there, just for something, so it's gonna drip over, whatever. I mean, the snowball effects will take place. $3 a share, I'll take it. Thank you very much for doing squat. And there's upside price appreciation. I mean, it's not as sexy as like, JPQ. I mean, there's other ones. I found one that not only does call options, but they also do put options. I mean, it's nuts. But anyway, we'll get into all that. What's up, Gary M? Tried one of those home deliveries here and there for now reactions. Breakdown of the season. What kind of home delivery? The food home deliveries? What are we talking about? I think I have to refresh my channel. Mine's not even moving. Is anybody else into something? So Torm. I gotta look that. What is TROM? I'm gonna look that up right now. Let's do a search. TORM. Let's see what they're all about. What? They are on a freaking trajectory, yo. No shit. Let's see what is that? 35 to 39 in 6 months? What'd they trade at today? See, look at that. See that resistance at 38.75? Never put sells or buys on those sticky numbers. You will get your ass handed to you. Up $3 in 5 days on a $30 stock. What is their volume? The volume's a little over 500,000. That's all right. P&E's about 5. Market cap's almost 4 billion. The beta's a little funky, but cool. All right. I kind of like them. I don't play individual stocks all that much because so much is priced into it already. That's why I like the ETFs. But at $38, I would see what's what with this. There's no dividend per se, but yeah, I dig it. There looks to be. All right, it is going to. All right, this is my prediction. For what it's worth. All right, 38 is going to be a stumbling block for them. Let's see, their support is possibly. Let's see if we can squish this a bit. We need a 1 year. Yeah, we need a 1 year chart. It's so hard to do on the phone. All right, their support is somewhere in the neighborhood of, let's see, 36 is their big number, in my humble opinion. 36 is their big number you gotta look out for. If it comes back down to 36, it might plummet, or that might be support, or it might turn into resistance. We shall see. But 36 is the number I'd be looking for. Alright, what else we gotta talk about? What time is it? 7:45 already? Holy shit. Oh, TRMD. But whatever that other one was, looking pretty freaking sweet. TORM. Did you see that? Go look at that one too. TRMD. Let's check them out. TRMD. TRMD. Yeah, it's the same. The search corrected it. Okay, no, we're good. That's interesting. I would like the volume to be a little higher. That way you're gonna get, an order filled. But other than that, they look on point. I gotta do some deeper digging. I hate after hours trading. That is such bullshit. That goes to show you that's why I'm so into ETFs. Okay, I could have done, like back in the futures days when I used to trade futures and oil, crude, and Brent, and frickin' Forex, and all that other shit. You can get into some after hours trading, especially if you were dealing with margin. Back then I used to mess with some margin. But after hours trading, if that's not enough to tell the average retail investor that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, I don't know what is. Because you can't do it, why do they get to do it? So they get to totally spike whatever it is. So something could be down 8% in after hours trading, and you're holding that position going shit. You're totally shitting your pants until the market opens. And then it could rocket up and yay, or it could fall another 20% and the fact that they can after hours trade is so indicative of the corruption in our financial system. However, I'd rather be in it than not. You're either a consumer who's fueling the system and just that's all you're doing, trying to impress the Joneses or whatever. I don't know. You're trading the hours of your life for nice shit that's going to dissolve anyway. Or you're an investor, or you're an entrepreneur, or both. So, you can be all three. But I digress. I gotta stop digressing. Yumiko, how you doing? I haven't seen Tamika in a while. Either, that just reminded me. But good to see you. Mike K, Gary M, Jim Wolf. I didn't see all these people getting on board. Alright. So I am gonna Monday or Tuesday. I'll drop that new thing that I'm looking at. I love the sector. It's something I never looked into, and it just caught my eye, and I'm just like, because now that I can't even say it. I'm being a kind of a dick about it, but it's that powerful. 16% returns. Projected to be in the 20s and historically already in the 30s, and it's ignored except by institutional traders. It's in a lot of ETFs, but brorfredrik.com. I'm gonna be like that now. I'm gonna be dishing out the FOMO. That's funny. I'm dishing out the FOMO. It's like naked people walking around here. No, naked women. Really? Alright, people. I think I'm gonna jet. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about going outside right now. But tomorrow night, I don't know what we're gonna do. Could either go out late, I don't know, 9 o'clock, because it's still we're still in the longest day of the year territory, so it's still light out and hotter until 8:39, something like that. Oh, ladies, this guy's got 2 ladies of the evening. Score, bro. Or not, maybe, I'm not judging. So what should I do? Or we could go later in the 6, 7, and just kind of perch here and there. I'll see how bad it is. They say it's only supposed to be it's supposed to be 104 tomorrow. I don't know about all that. I I think it might. They said the same thing about today, and it still turned out to be 109. What do you know about red light therapy? It does work. We can get into that. I don't have time now, but it does work. There is validity to red light therapy. Absolutely. However, like residential grade stuff, like if you buy like a red light therapy lamp on Amazon for $29.99, it doesn't have the range and the whatever that a commercial thing has, and a commercial booth can be in the thousands, hundreds at the bare minimum, thousands at the minimum. Like, I know someone who has like a tanning booth size red, and just the bulbs themselves. This person bought it used because the bulbs were bad, and it was still like $1,500. Then went out and bought all the bulbs, which are a couple $100 each or whatever. But they are loving it. They're like, it's life-changing, no more pains, this, that, and the other. And I've tried it once. I didn't try it on this arm or this shoulder, but yeah, there's validity to it. But like I said, the cheap ones, it might not have the spectrum. All right, people. So I appreciate hanging out. Nope, everyone already wrapped up. You wrapped the up without me. Hey, Bror Fredrik. All right, people. I'll see everyone tomorrow. One last time, I'm going to invite you, if you're still here, to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. Get it on the sports channel again. HeyBrorFredrik.com. It's less than 50 cents a pay. And I got all the other things there. And Amazon, even though they're manipulating you with AI, where else are you going to buy shit? At 3 in the morning, in your underwear, or less. What else? They got us. They won. And I get 1%. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.